First, let's talk about the development of education in Finland. Finnish educational reformation has replaced the old-fashioned method with phenomenon-based teaching and learning. By doing so, students gradually start to comprehend the complexity of the interrelationship of the world, then develop their systematic and critical thinking. Besides, Finnish education also promotes creativity. Compared with long-hour school lessons of theories and rote memorizations, students in Finland are assigned less homework than any other peers in most OECD countries. Instead, their school engage them with more creative activities. In addition to the success in transferring knowledge and skill related to cognition, Finnish education also succeeds in equipping social skills for students, especially language and communication, which are crucial in modern world and life in the era of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Finland launched a language project named New Learning Environments and Digital Materials to Comprehensive Schools, primarily aiming at widely spreading language teaching and learning in Finnish comprehensive schools. Based on the research indicates that childhood to adolescence is a sensitive period for language learning. Moreover, it is also believed that young children are more open and confident to perform, so they will be more courageous to communicate and more motivated to learn foreign language when growing up older. Finland is ambitiously planning to re-equip its 4,800 schools in the whole country. 57 new schools were built in 2015 and other 44 were built in 2016. Other old schools have been repaired and renewed, except the very old ones which cannot survive the reconstruction. All of them have been done with the design of no walls, creating open and flexible educational space for students' discussions, where students of different ages can discuss with friends about their studying, so that they can have the opportunity to practice to have a voice in public, promoting not only critical thinking when discussing with others, but also communication and the way of expressing thoughts and ideas. Teamworking is also an essential skill that is being promoted in education of every developing and also developed countries, and Finland is not an exception. Finnish classroom atmosphere helps students enhance their teamwork. They are described to be more likely a learner center, where students are the ones who design their own lessons. Here, students are expected to collaborate with other students on a team project, which helps them strengthen their ability to work in group and also enhance connection among students or between them and teachers. In the era of Industrial Revolution, Finland has done a good effort in strengthening students' physical skills. For Finnish, physical education is believed to contribute to the success of students, as it helps enhance student motor skill, movement patterns, physical fitness, fun responsibility, and social behavior, create enjoyment and self-expression. Physical education is supposed to be a main and important subject in Finland. Students in every level may even have more than 2 lessons a week, with a variety of sports and subjects to choose, such as running, gymnastics, and ball games, and so on. In addition to the curriculum, every school in Finnish is well equipped with playgrounds and gymnastics centers, creating an ideal environment for students to self-promote their physical strengths and skills. Moreover, in every school days, all students in Finland are provided with free and nutritious meals. And now, let's move to the second part, Vietnamese educational reform in the fourth industrializations. Recognizing the change of the world in the fourth industrializations, with the inevitable need to further develop education to train high-quality intellectual workforce, Vietnam began to innovate education from 2014. One of the important reforms is to integrate multiple courses in the same lessons. Not only teaching and learning in this way, but the examining also follow this direction when the current exam is expanded, combining many problems in a question. However, Vietnamese education still focuses on the theory rather than the reality. Students must memorize a lot of knowledge in the textbook, make students be passive and lazy in thinking. In the period of education reform, especially in the fourth industrialization, Vietnam has learned about STEM program, a curriculum based on the idea of educating students in four specific disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, in an interdisciplinary and applied approach that promotes creativity in science and technology of students. Besides, there are more scientific creation contests that are held and have many inventions of high school students, like the early warning system for flood and landslide. The robots support the disabled with the EMG sensors. Automatic forest fire warning alarm system that promise to become effective service for the lives of Vietnamese people in the fourth industrial revolution. However, some subjects in the curriculum are underestimated, as music and art. Every week, students learn only one lesson, and sometimes those lessons are taken by other teachers who teach the subject that are considered the more important than art and music. This has destroyed the artistic creation of the student. In the context of the globalization, combined with the development of the fourth industrial revolution, every student needs to learn not only cognitive knowledge but also essential social skills, and the demand for the innovative foreign language learning programs is extremely necessary. The project of changing learning foreign language programs has set the objective of renovating teaching and studying other languages in the national education system. Currently, in some elementary schools are conducting bilingual education and combining teaching and learning a number of other subjects in English. Nevertheless, the method of teaching in classroom is still in the traditional way. While the number of classrooms is now rather large, the interaction between teachers and students is ineffective. Therefore, listening and speaking skills are limited.
Oxford, download, email, Business.
iMed, Idiot, Business, National.
Under the education reform program, at the elementary level, ethics and civic education are compulsory subjects. Ethics subject helps students form and develop positive emotion, the right sense of moral norms, behavior, habits, and basic rules. Renovation of the general education curriculum includes the renovation of curriculum content and teaching methods, including the focus on group learning methods, but in most of the classes, teachers do not know how to organize classes to teamwork effectively. Many preschool and elementary schools also build playgrounds to help children have moments of relaxation after school. A lot of high schools and universities also build basketball courts, volleyball courts, or even swimming pools for students. By the way, gymnastics is still a major problem of the education program in Vietnam. Vietnamese people are small physically, but this physical training is considered very sub, a week with 1 to 2 lessons. Additionally, in general, the quality of boarding meals at schools has been improved. No food poisoning has occurred anymore. The rate of semi-boarding children is increasing. However, the schools face some difficulties such as the food price of preschool children is low due to the economic condition of the parents, so the school just create the meal at the minimum. The kitchen in schools are not properly regulated with small area, so it is difficult to cook meals for children. At the beginning of the renovation process, Vietnam had the right direction in line with the fourth industrial revolution and technology era. Material, facilities, and equipment for education and training have been significantly improved and gradually modernized. Schools continue to strongly innovate teaching and learning methods. The goal is to focus on encouraging self-learning, creating a basis for learners to update themselves and renewing knowledge, skills, capacity development. The industrialization and modernization of the country and international integration required high-quality human resources, while the national resources and investment capacity of the nation and most families limit. The quality of human resources is low. That is a great challenge for the development of education and training. Secondly, the uneven development among localities continues to be the cause of the lack of equal access to education and the gap between the quality of education among regions. And finally, the development gap between economic development, science and technology, education and training between country and advanced country in the region and the whole world tends to increase. Not only in Vietnam, but many developing countries in the region and in the world are facing major challenges in the shortage of high qualified workers and professional skills to meet the needs for the fourth industrialization. Therefore, the question posed to the education of Vietnam is how to train human resources to meet the development needs in the new context of the world, and it starts from the very beginning, education. These are the two of the biggest lessons that we need to consider carefully, the teaching methods as well as the book changing. First is the book changing. Education programs wanting to reform need to take after foreign programs. Those programs need the teachers to have a deep understanding, and also the practice must be applied as well as conditions in terms of personnel and finance. The stereotyping of the lessons before and after the reform is still difficult to apply to everyday life, so it needs development of some basic skills such as communication, self-defense, and basic understanding of the society. So, we need to add additional courses to students with soft skills as well as focusing on physical education, training them with good health as well as good morals. Well, that is the end of our presentation clip. I hope you can get some useful information from our video. Thank you so much for watching and bye bye.